Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here today with a new speed build. You guys have been asking me for I was about to say a contemporary speed build, not a contemporary speed build. I've done lots and lots of those to the point where you guys are probably a little bit over them. But this time I'm doing a traditional home build because that's what you guys have been asking me to do, and I've been promising it for a long time. It's a bit of a long one. This build I was working on and off for quite some time, and really I wanted this house to kind of suit a family of Sims that could be of any age. So maybe elders would live here, maybe adults would live here, or young adults starting a family. Like, I wanted it to be just suitable for any kind of family that you have. So basically, once we get to the furniture and the color of it and all of that jazz, it's a bit of a mix. It's a little bit cluttered in a way to what I'd usually do, but I just wanted the house to feel really cozy. And I mean, if you wanted to download the house and move your Sims into it, you could definitely change the color of the furniture so it goes together really well. You can make it more mismatched. But at this point, it's probably leaning towards the more mismatched, higgledy-piggledy look. And it's very cozy. It's very cozy indeed. And the bedrooms, there's a master bedroom, and then there's two other bedrooms. All of those have en suites, and then there's a downstairs office that could easily be another bedroom that could be connected to a bathroom. So this could be a 4-bedroom house. If you had 6 kids, you could put 2 in each room because they're relatively spacious. And yeah. Anyway, so we're just starting off really concentrating on the facade of the house. I wanted it to be pretty with a balcony and be really lush and really green. And I just wanted it to look like one of those homes that you just drive down a beautiful street with trees on either side of the road and then pull up into a lovely driveway, even though we don't have cars yet. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's get cars in the game. And this would be the home you'd come back to. So definitely a theme of being cozy and lush. We could have called it cozy and lush, but I've called it home sweet home because I think that describes what I was aiming for pretty well. But anyways, so I'm excited because dishwashers just came out in the new game update. So if you guys haven't updated your games yet, that came out on August the 6th, 2015, if you're watching this in the future. But anyway, if you update your game, you will get those dishwashers for free. You don't have to pay. As long as you have the Sims 4 base game, you just update it in your Origin client or account. And if you're not sure how to do that, you can just right click on the Sims 4 and press update, or alternatively, if you have automatic updates switched on, which I do have, then it'll just update for you. Although do make sure that you remove your mods folder temporarily whilst you update. You can put the mods folder back in afterwards, but that can really screw up your game. If it's updating with that mods folder in there, you can get a lot of glitchy stuff going on. So make sure you cover that. Anyway, so it is Sunday today in Australia. I had a lovely day. Pretty much just cruising, not doing much. I've been pretty stressed out at work. For those of you who don't know, I work full-time as a graphic designer. So that's why there weren't videos for a few days, because I really just needed to relax away from a computer screen, because I spend all my working hours at a computer screen anyways. So I just needed to catch up with some friends and just chill for a second. So that's what I did, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that I was able to have this Sunday to finish off this build, because it's one that I've been really wanting to get out to you guys. Because it's been really requested. A lot of you guys wanted a traditional family home, and I just hope you guys like it, hopefully. And definitely the interior isn't my taste, but I think it's important in The Sims that you try lots of different things, because you're designing for characters in your game that you're going to create, and those characters are not always like you, and they're usually very much unlike you. Although it's really interesting to hear, because some people actually create themselves in The Sims and actually play out their own life. And I've never played out my life as a Sim in the game. I've done a creator sim because it was requested when I first got The Sims 4, and that was really fun, but I've never actually played me as a sim in the game. So I don't know, that could be such a weird LP if I actually played out my life, but I don't know if I'd want to share everything. I don't know, it might be too close to home, but it's definitely something I've thought about doing just as a bit of a challenge. But I think I have the most fun just making up characters, and I've always, in my own time, I've definitely always created extremely wealthy families from the beginning. Probably because I never came from a very wealthy family, and that lifestyle has always fascinated me. So I've always kind of lent towards that, and I love the drama and all of that jazz, as you guys know who are watching the Twins LP. That's very honest gameplay for how I play in my own time. But yeah, the house is really coming together now. It's, it's definitely not a symmetrical home. It's got balconies using the low fencing, and we're going to put some greenery on top of that using the 9 key. That'll lift up the shrubbery from the ground up over that fencing canopy, and it looks quite nice. I do like doing that. It's definitely something that I've explored before. We don't actually have a pool in this house, but if you were to place this on a bigger lot, you could definitely put a pool out the back. But I did make sure to include a hot tub, or a spa, as we call it here in Australia. I put that on the upstairs decking area. So there's that there. If you just have the base game, you can still download it because it'll just replace the items you don't have with the items that you do have. So that's not a problemo. And if you want to download it, it's up on the gallery under Deligracy with a capital D, because that one always seems to confuse people. Capitals and lowercase shouldn't matter, but last time I checked, you can't search me unless you've done a capital D. So there you go. But yeah, so here we are making the canopy. Like I was saying, I think this looks really pretty. It makes the house look a little bit magical, and magical in the sense of it just being so perfect, and I like that. I like that a lot. And we're going to put in some windows here too. You guys will be happy to know that I have not deleted any footage knowingly, because in the last speed build I think I removed a lot of the build because the videos were just going to be too long. And I did read the comments, and a few of you guys said, oh, I just want to see the whole thing. Like, why did you remove some of it? It's confusing. So I took on that feedback, and I've actually made sure to include all of it. So this will be split into 2 halves. Some people kick up a fuss and say, oh, you're only putting the video into 2 halves because you want to get more views. And no, that's not the case. I don't want to put up a video that goes for 1 hour because, one, that will take me so long to upload because I do not have the best internet in the world because I live in Australia. and I in terms of editing, in terms of me talking right now, I just don't think it's as clean. If you try and do a big long video, it's just not as engaging, not as fun, and it's not, your energy kind of dwindles towards the end. I did like that red roof. Maybe I would change it back to red. I went with a plain grey. Oh my gosh, we should have gone the red. We should have. Damn it. This always happens when I look back at a video. I'm like, I should have done that. Oh well, change it to red if you download it anyways. And the other reason why I don't put it into, or the main reason why I don't put it into a 1 hour video is for you guys, because I just don't think... I know some of you, or a lot of you I know from reading comments and getting feedback, you guys could watch long videos and you guys would like that. But majority prefer to watch shorter videos because it's easier to take in, quicker to watch, and easier to keep up with. So that's the other reason why I split it into 2. Yeah. But anyways, we're putting in a staircase here. There's a nice entrance room. There's lots of doors going out onto the different balconies, and I decided to not make the balcony go all around the house. I decided to make that extra space into some extra living space because I did want players to be able to fit 8 members of a family in this house if they wanted to. Of course, like I said, the Sims would probably have to share rooms, but you can still fit them in. So that was important to me for this build. And yeah, I mean, I know I say this like every time, but I really want to make an 8 sim house build, so actually have 8 bedrooms, and that's gonna be a big build. Like, I'm going to have to do that when I have a break from work, which I can't see I'm getting really anytime soon, which is a shame, but I want to do that. That would just like a mansion build. I want to do it. It's just going to be such a big thing to get done. Because knowing me, I love to build it, and I love to furnish every nook and cranny in it. So, yes. Putting in some flooring. We're going to use a lot of different timbers in this. We're going to go with dark timbers and light timbers because I wanted it to look like not everything was brand spanking new. I wanted it to look like there had been a family living in this house for a very long time and they had collected lots of furniture over the years, or maybe they had just collected lots of furniture over the years before they moved into this house and now it's all a little bit mismatched. So I like that idea, which we'll get to soon. I think, well, obviously most of the furnishing is going to be in the second half of the video, but we will get a bit done in this half, which is good. I would have liked to put a swing in a tree out the front. That would have been so cute. I would love The Sims to actually add a tree with a tire hanging from it. You know how people used to get, well, people still do it now, but you hang a tire from a rope from a tree and you use it as a swing. I love that. I really want that in the game. That would be cool. And the other thing I would love in The Sims 4, these are just a couple of things that obviously the game doesn't really need, but I just love the idea of. That is, if children, because we have the lunchboxes objects, I would actually love for your Sims to be able to pack the lunchbox. Like the adults pack the lunchbox for the kids, or the teens pack their own lunchbox. Just a funny little thing. I guess it's probably too detailed for The Sims, but it would make the game feel very alive to me. Putting in some wallpapers that are all a little bit different. So one bedroom is very pink, another bedroom is very blue, and then the other one's a more neutral color and has some red and navy accents in it. So the idea was there was going to be a little boy's room, a little girl's room, and a parent's room. And of course, there's a downstairs office area that will be easily made into an extra bedroom if need be. So that's cool. Also, plenty of space to renovate. It's an easy shape to renovate just because it's not symmetrical or anything like that. You could really do anything you wanted off the side of it and it would still kind of work. You just need a bigger block. So that's easy enough to do. What else did I do today? I did some washing, and actually, you older Simlies will understand me because you younger ones might not do much washing yet, but which you should, because washing's a good skill to have. But I did my bedding washing today, and I have an issue because I only have one set of sheets and pillowcases. Actually, I lie. I do have 2 sets of pillowcases, but I prefer the other ones. So I washed my sheets today and my pillowcases, and I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to have anything to sleep on tonight. I'm going to have to like do the old no sheets on the bed thing, which just seems a bit wrong to me. I like a made bed, and not everyone cares about that, but I like a made bed. And I was like, oh, damn. And Australia's cold right now, so I can't hang the sheets up outside. It's winter, so there's a chance of rain. It's just cold and damp outside, so that's an option. So I was hanging all my sheets up inside, and I thought it would take forever, but it was done. It was done in like 2 hours. I swear the sheets I just bought are like dream sheets. They just dry instantly. It's crazy. And they were on sale. And they have a royal logo on them, I think. And when I went to the counter to pay, the lady was like, oh, these sheets are great. I swear by them. La-di-da-di-da. And then she was like, no, seriously, these are the only sheets I use at home. I was like, oh, okay, well, just trying to sell it to me, whatever. But she was right. They're good sheets. I think the apparently the royal family uses them, but that's in Britain. In Britain, would Sanderson be the brand? I don't know. You guys might know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is not anything to do with the build. I always ramble in these builds. And this is a nice outdoor patio area. This is the tree on the left is where I'd like a swing hanging from it. That would be perfect. And I wouldn't mind a little dog's kennel. So hopefully, I have no doubt we will get pets in The Sims 4. Definitely. A lot of lush greenery around in the garden too. A very pretty garden, and there's going to be a lot of pot plants around the place, so this house would definitely be a winner if you're trying to build up your Sims gardening skills. Yeah. I also today did a bit of cooking. I cooked a green vegetarian curry, which is nice. Lots of chili and basil in it and capsicum, all that good stuff. I'll post a picture on Instagram. And what else did I do? I cooked healthy muesli bars. So I just got nuts and oats and honey, cinnamon, bit of this, bit of that, kind of bounded it all together through using egg whites and put it in the oven for a little while. And so now I have curry for lunch at work this week, and I have healthy muesli bars for snacks and baked potatoes for dinner. I'm going to be repeating all meals. It's that busy at work that I'm like, I have to do all my cooking and have the easiest dinners ever for during the week. I would love to share some recipes with you guys. I'd love to share some healthy snacks that I like to eat at my computer. That's another thing I'm wanting to do, but all in good time. So the kitchen right now is going to look very different soon. Right now we're going with this really light and bright kitchen. The house doesn't have much character yet. It doesn't really have a feel of being really lived in yet, but we're going to get there soon. So just bear with me while I get it all going. I didn't put a dishwasher in here, actually. I forgot that we had them because I'm just used to not having them, so I completely forgot to pop them in there, but easy enough to add. I was trying to put some columns in. Didn't work. They weren't fitting properly with where the bench was, so that was just a bit of a fail. And I don't know, the kitchen, I really would not like the final kitchen. It's totally not my style. It's got like an exposed brick wall at the back, which I like when it's more of an industrial feel. That's just my personal taste. A lot of people would probably really like this because it's very country. It's got a strong country feel to it. So yeah. And then, these pillars just weren't, all these columns just weren't fitting in. I mean, a lot of the time I wish they wouldn't snap to the grid, because I don't think even if you hold Alt, they still snap, which is a bit of a shame. And you could do some interesting things if they didn't snap to the grid. So unless I'm going crazy, and you can, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Although I had this thing with the mirrors, and I just assumed you couldn't lift mirrors any higher than the height they automatically go on the wall. But you can use the 9 key to actually lift those mirrors up. And I only found that out a few weeks ago from a lovely Simly who had posted that or commented that. So thank you very much. Oh, it's so good to have a chat to you guys after having time off doing YouTube. And when I say time off, I think it was three days there were no videos, and that's just so unnatural for me now. I'm just so used to having, I really do try to have a video every day, but since I've been working full time, it's gone to maybe 5 videos a week is what I'm managing, or trying to manage at the very least. So yeah, I think I was 4 videos last week, so I'm not very happy about that. I like my Sims, and I love my Simlies, and I love keeping you guys happy, and I love having fun. So that is why I make YouTube videos, in case you guys were wondering. Oh dear, getting carried away now. This is a splashback I was trying to create. Well, I was trying to create the illusion of a splashback, because these lights that came with the luxury party stuff pack, they were they have this great reflective texture. I'm loving the textures that are coming out in stuff packs, and apparently in the new kitchen stuff pack set that's coming out, it's going to have a lot of stainless steel textures. So I'm very, very interested to see how that is, because judging by the other stuff packs that have come out with sequin textures and just textures. I love it. I really do. This shelf thing in the corner, I know a lot of you guys are going to dislike, but I kind of liked the idea of having something on an angle in the corner as opposed to the usual that against a wall kind of thing. We could have done it with a longer cabinet because you can change the height of the cabinets, but I don't know, I was just feeling a little bit experimental. And yeah, so we're actually going to get rid of this red splashback look in the end. We're going to replace it with exposed brick walls. And this kitchen is definitely not meant to look super clean and crisp. It is meant to look lived in. So we have the cereal boxes and the cans and the condiments, wooden spoons thrown into the floral jug. And that's why we do that. I loved the feedback I got ages ago about turning off the grid, because when you're playing the game, I don't know about you guys, let me know in the comments down below, but do you just, if the grid is on while you're building and decorating, do you just not notice it? Because I swear I never notice it. And it wasn't until I started getting comments saying, Deli, the grid is so annoying, like, please get rid of it. I was like, oh, no way. I had no idea. It's never bothered me. But come to think of it, when I was watching other YouTubers building videos before I started, and even now, I don't think any of them have the grid on usually. So you live and you learn, don't you? And I also like the beam that's going across here with the lights hanging off it. That's just a awning. That's the awning tool. So I think that's nice. And there's the exposed brick. So it's a very country looking kitchen. The sink is very country looking too, because it's separate. It's on its own wooden stand. And did I forget a fridge? No. Did I forget the fridge again? I always forget the fridge. Oh no. I really hope I didn't forget the fridge. We need to look. Oh damn. I really want to look back at it now. Oh, turn the camera, Deli. I think I put it in a fridge. Is there a fridge in the corner? Oh gosh, if this is one of the first videos of mine that you've actually watched, I am notorious for forgetting fridges in kitchens. It's just a thing that I've been forgetting since I started YouTube. It's just that one thing. We all have a thing that we forget, I think, and mine is fridges. Oh well. This navy carpet's looking pretty dark. We're going to lighten up this room with a few other things. I mean, it's looking pretty empty at this stage, obviously, so we're going to add in a few extra things. And oh yes, we do have a fridge. Phew. I do like this little study nook. There's just a nice desk there, and it's just a bit of extra space where you can kind of get some work done. I think there would be a phone there if we had phones in the game. And I wanted this chair to be different to the dining chairs. So, yeah, and then we're putting in some stools. And you know what? We go straight back to the original stools I had. Just spent that time changing it for no reason, but we popped those in, and the desk area is kind of cool. I like it. I love little study nooks. In Michael's house build that I did not long ago, that was another 2-part build. I did a study nook in a more contemporary kitchen, and I loved that. So I think if I ever get the chance to build my own house, I think I would love to incorporate a study nook next to a kitchen area. I'm not even sure why I'm into that, but I just am. This pots and pans, the green, some of you guys might cringe and be like, why did you put like a rank green pot thing hanging? And really, I don't want this house to look perfect. I want them to have things that don't necessarily go together in the house, because I think it's more realistic. Like, if you have this extraordinary pot hanging system, which probably cost a decent amount of money, I don't think you're going to be able to replace it from the green one you bought in the 70s to something, or the 80s to something different. I don't know, 40 years later. You might, but you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon.